Mark, are you excited about the tournaments, man? Not the men's. The men's is whatever. It's whatever, man. It's all about the women, man. Are you excited right now?
That seems to be the consensus for America now, with the super duper hype surrounding Caitlin Clark and the women's game itself in general. And you know what? I've bought my ticket at Union Station to get on that train, and I'm getting on there, man. I'm on the bandwagon. I mean,
You've been on the bandwagon, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we was talking about Paige back when she was in the 8th grade.
Of
so
course.
this is not something new to ISO Swish, you know.
Right.
So the ESPN All American list just came out. So you had Caitlin Clark. Do you agree with all this? You have Caitlin Clark, Cameron Brink, Juju Watkins, Hannah Hidalgo, and Paige Beckers. Do you agree with that?
I do somewhat. I see, but I think Angel Reese was left off for some unknown reason, and her skill set combined to me is All-American worthy, because she's not that great on the offensive shot, but she's a trash talker. She's a brawler on the. And
Right.
she's, I don't know. They could have gone either way with her, between her and Hidalgo, but I like Hidalgo as that pick too as well.
Yeah, Hidalgo's a monster on the defensive
go
side.
wrong.
I mean, yeah. You know who I like Rakia Jackson from Tennessee.
Right. I like her.
I mean, there's only 5 spots, so you can.
Yeah.
What you gonna do? You know, Big Cardoza from South Carolina. I mean, South Carolina undefeated, and there's nobody on there from South Carolina.
Right.
I'm trying to think.
That's how they
who
work.
else.
That's how they roll, man. That's how South Carolina rolls, man. They're that deep
Yeah.
where they don't need individuals to shine to carry them like that.
Yeah, but your girlfriend was coach of the year though. So
Yeah. She got broke off, you know, with the monetary funds, you know.
Right. For all you ISO
switchers,
swishers out there who don't know, Mark is completely in love with one young, not so young.
well, the
Dawn
feeling's
Staley.
mutual. The feeling's mutual in my head. She doesn't know it yet, but it's going to be mutual.
Yeah. So speaking of South Carolina, so tournament starts Friday, right? Who you got?
I mean,
like,
you know,
just who you got?
It's hard to go against the number 1 seeds and all this, and it's extremely hard to go against South Carolina. But you know, I see USC slipping on in there.
Are you serious?
I see USC, man. I wouldn't count them out, man, at all, and I wouldn't count out Iowa because they fought hard last year and came close. You know,
Right.
and South Carolina's not a pushover by any means necessary, but I wouldn't count out USC or Iowa in that frame. So
I think because the season has gone this way, I think it's going to come down to individual performances, not team performances for the tournament. And so I actually agree with you for a change. I think USC is going to be in the Final Four. I think Iowa's going to be right there. I just can't see anybody beating South Carolina. I mean, they're just so deep. But I think Juju's going to have some masterful performances. Caitlin, of course, will. Hidalgo will. So I see a lot of individual performances just killing it. And I think it's going to be way more exciting in the men's tournament, to be honest with you.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I mean, that's gonna be a toss up to me. I mean, there's probably more. I mean, at this point, it's gonna be kind of an even steal with women's viewership on the rise.
Right.
But
right.
They're filling up. I heard the average ticket price for like one of the first games for Iowa is like $400 something. You know, I mean,
It's crazy.
Go figure, man. Go figure.
Crazy. Yeah, that's
Wow,
crazy.
I tell you though.
You can see Usher in Vegas for that price.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can, man. Jeez.
I'm saying,
man.
I'm saying. So I got. If I had to choose between one team, I'm definitely going. I got to go with South Carolina.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just I can't get around. I've seen probably 15 of their games this season, and they just lock in. Except if they were based on the brackets they wouldn't. But I was gonna say except they play LSU in the championship game, but they wouldn't based on the bracket. I think they would have to play them like Final Four or Elite Eight or something like that.
Okay. That's must see.
But if they got to play LSU again.
It might not be too good for South Carolina, huh?
It may get a little funky. So I don't know.
I still think South Carolina. I mean, not something USC is on the rise, and I gotta think Juju's gonna turn it up just a notch
Yeah.
just a notch in the tournament. So we'll see, man. It should be very interesting.
Right. What do you think makes her so good, man?
I
Juju.
don't know. She's not the tallest, but she's quick and deceptively quick, and she's got hella court awareness, and that's something like Caitlin Clark has that you need that as a second tier to your greatness, and she has that early on in her career.
Right. Would you take her? Would you take her as freshman of the year or Hidalgo as freshman of the year?
You know, I almost she could have scored more points, Juju, that she has. You know, what she averaged? I don't know what she's having, 25?
She had like 27, 28, something like that.
Yeah. And this is like Jordan at Carolina. Jordan could have averaged 40 at Carolina, but he played within Dean Smith's system. So in that aspect, she's kind of pulled back a little bit to go within the team frame. And I think I would give the edge to Juju on the freshman of the year for that.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Then of course, player of the year is Caitlin. I mean, that's
that's without a doubt.
Yep.